Hello, pretty geeks, and welcome to something we have not done in a very long time. We're going to check out a clothing subscription box. I know I do not look fashionable. I am not dressed in my normal clothes. I am dressed in my normal, I'm giving up because I'm exhausted clothes, and I'm feeling pretty hoot and comfy. But I wanted to try out Wantable. Now, this teeny tiny box is ready to burst. It's been really quite whooshing up there. And I wanted to give it a shot. I tried out Stitch Fix. I threw some money at Stitch Fix, spent a couple $100. Not a lot of my pieces ended up being long-term quality, and my sizes keep changing. So, Wantable was pretty similar. Their quizzes and stuff isn't quite as in-depth as Stitch Fix, but at the same time, I didn't think that was going to be terrible because Stitch Fix doesn't seem to use a lot of theirs anyway. So I did some of the quizzes. Well, I did all the quizzes that were available on Wantable. It was not a ton. And explained what I'm looking for. Explained, like, I am working full-time. I work a total of 4 jobs, one of which is not paid, and then one of which pays for my job going to the other job. So it's busy. It's a lot. I work in social work. I work in like a healthcare sector. I work in education with a weird mishmash of the two. So there are days when I'm working 36 hours days multiple times in the week, or at most I might work a 50-hour day during the week. And I said this explicitly because I need something that is professional and yet something that I can relax and wind down in and be in like my cozy chair when I'm finishing up the mountain of paperwork that's in front of me. It's important. Okay, so I felt like that was important background to know. They give you spaces to say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. And I need it to fall under my colors that I like and my style that I like. We got to include a Pinterest. And I did too. And I'm like, I'm active on this. This is my go-to dissociate time. Like, this is what I want. So, in here, it's bursting. It says, style for Brittany. So, let's see it. We've got all of our paperwork. We've got our return bags. You know we're not getting everything. There is a discount if you get 5 pieces or more. But that doesn't sound like something I'm going to do. So here are my notes for my order. I said I would love some comfy transitional pieces. I live in the northern United States. It is -20s and below right now, and it stays in the 70s and below most of the year. That being said, I live in dresses and skirts. I'm not comfortable with pants. I'm in social services. I kind of kept going, okay? Overall, for my account, I do not want anything that does not fall within a certain type of style. I absolutely love cottagecore. I like light academia. I usually look like I just ran out of a Gimli movie, hit up a Starbucks, and wasn't able to get back. I love sweet graphic phrases like be a good human and pictures of flowers and animals. I don't, however, like animal prints, etc., etc. I really kept going on. I mentioned that I liked lace, that I like sheer pieces, but I like to stay covered as well. And, you know, the need for layering. So all of that I poured into there. I had a wonderful stylist, Meredith, who said that she worked hard to include those things. I did mention that I will accept a few pieces that might be denim or pants, but I wear dresses and I wear skirts, and that is my happy place, right? All that being said, let's jump into it. Let's grab our first pieces right away. And I'm going to keep our price guide with us immediately so we don't have to go backwards for it. First of all, this ridiculously mushy sweatshirt. I would have this as a blanket. Let's see, is it? Oh, it's not. I'm closer to a blanket. It is a gigantic scarf. It is very mushy. It's like that blanket yarn. It's very chenille. It's got one tag on it here. The ribbed chenille scarf in beige. Look at that, I got it. And it is $44. I don't think I've ever paid that much for a scarf unless it was like handmade at a fundraiser, but it is mushy and gushy and warm, and I'm pretty sure my daughter and or pets would steal it, but it's pretty. It looks a little bit more yellowy in person, but it's very cute. I'm gonna set it on my side pile. So $44. Next up, we have a top. We'll have to see how low down this goes because I did specifically mention I want nothing that goes downwards, but I have been wrong before. And nothing on that tag, it's totally blank. It has a little tie down at the bottom. It looks like it's going to be cropped like. It also has a ruffle, which is adorable. I feel like I just looked at something like that at Kohl's and then decided against it because it was very cropped and very ruffly. This is slightly less cropped. It's a little bit shorter, but over my belly, it's not gonna reach. It's still gonna be above belly button by about this much. So, not sure about that, but I like the blousey sleeves and like the elastic. I can't tell you how much I love the elastic on things when I'm in healthcare, because then I can put it up above my elbow and I still have like a 3/4 sleeve. It's a good time. It's very cute. All right, and it is $69 by Supply and Demand. Very cute. I could see wearing it a whole lot. This is immediately itchy in my hands. It's very mushy gushy. It's nicely like oversized wide. And I'm not sure about the stripes. I don't know if that was really with me. It's by That Cozy Life, or it says That Cozy Life by Thread and Supply. And it is $77. And I'm gonna say absolutely not right off the bat. It's itchy. These ones aren't actually any darker. The weave is just going the other way. It is actually navy. I'm not sure if you can tell that on video. The stripes are navy, but it is woolly and it is already itchy. So I'm gonna immediately put that on the absolutely not pile. Okie dokie day. Next up, by Z Supply. Oh, was not expecting a tank top dress here. And that is interesting. It is very wide armholes. It is very deep cut. Oh my word. And the bottom is rounded, completely raw effect. This actually has a seam, but then has the raw effect, and it's very uneven. But I bet it would fray really well. So if you have that more modern boho look to you, that would be pretty cool. It was gonna fray. I hate it. I hate it. It might, I can see it working for some people. It does not have the fullness that I described or pictured. Yeah. It looks and feels a bit like the t-shirt that I'm literally wearing, except it's cut deep like a muscle shirt. So yeah, it's got a nice thinness to it, and its thin body is kind of nice. All right, another Z Supply. I feel like I have this sweatshirt. The Classic Crew Vintage Sweatshirt. Oh, sorry, the dress was $69. $69 for that dress. That feels like my Hanes t-shirt. $69. All right, in color Light Cola. It is like gathered at the bottom, like slightly short, but not cropped. It's not really a heavyweight, though it does have a really beautiful, like brushed French terry on the inside. So that immediately feels so soft and comfy. It reminds me a lot of this Abercrombie one that I have. That was left with me, and now I love. So it's kind of cute. It makes me wish that there was something else on it, like almost anything could be on it. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile though, and it is $59 for that. Don't know about that. Also looks like it has, no, maybe it's just the light, but it looks like it has like some spottiness to it, like the dye's not super even. Okie dokie. Oh, okay, I read sweatpants and this is not what I was expecting. These are ribbed sweatpants in dark chocolate. That is not a sweatpant. It is like a thin sweater material. So in a way, I guess that's sweatpants. It's like a ribbed sweatshirt material, in like a mottled chocolate. Not sure we're getting the color across. But they are not baggy like sweatpants. They are like somewhere in between sweatpants and a leggings. And they have a very small kind of shoestring tie. A nice wide waistband. No details on the booty, but a nice long booty on it. This one might be a solid maybe. I like that it's made out of recycled materials. That's pretty neat. And yeah, it's either recycled, organic, or low impact. So there's that. But they are $55. $55. So I guess it might wear jogger style, but the bottom is very broad, so it's not going to really gather in like that, but it does have a bit of a cuff. So a solid maybe, though we might go further to probably not. Okay, they said that they're gonna add some embroidery, and I finally found it. It is in a denim jacket in Bluebell Fleur. Yes, it's got blue flowers on it. I feel like I literally just bought a black denim jacket because I don't own one. This is not quite the vibe. Interesting. Very interesting. But it's got flowers here, flowers here, flowers on this sleeve, flowers on this sleeve, and flowers across the back. Oh my word. It very much reminds me of growing up down south and the large amount of floral appliques, beyond the fact that it's denim. And she is $178. $178. I'm gonna put her on because I don't think I own a coat that's $178. Okay, I'm only gonna wear it in a minute because I hate how this feels. It doesn't feel nice, and it's a little small against the largest part of my belly. It's only a 10-12 though, and it's supposed to be an extra large. And 10-12 sounds like medium to my lips, but yep. All right, get it off. All right, and while I liked the design on this one, it is not the fit for me. It doesn't quite fit right. I feel like this one, I liked the idea of the shorter ruffle, but it's not working for me. It might help like give the skirt something to hold on to, but it really doesn't. It's right at or above my belly button, depending on where I pull it. It's a cute idea. It's not made for a body like mine. Kind of feel like a pirate of some sort, a floral pirate. It also shows a lot of boobie, which I specifically said I do not want that. So I like hoisted it backwards, but like I don't really know what to do with it here. So not my jam. I'm gonna say not my jam. I'm just gonna keep pulling it backwards here. It feels nice. It has a nice material. I was worried it's gonna feel like more crepe-like, but it's not. It's decent. It's definitely very loosey-goosey. I can see it working really well for a lot of people, but I'm not one of them. Also, the nuts on here are so tiny. I almost lost it just trying to put it on because you got to untie it to put it on. So if you are curvy in the middle as well, tie it loosely at the end so you don't lose the pieces. All right, going back to the light cola sweatshirt. Not sure about this color. It is a shorty length like I had thought, but it's not cropped necessarily. It is right at my waistband if I'm wearing like mid-rise jeans, okay? But it's a sweatshirt. Not quite dropped, kind of tucks in a little bit, which I kind of like it. Oddly enough, it was kind of one that I was like, take it or leave it, but I might be like most happy with this one, oddly enough. I want there to be something on it, so I could see myself just adding something to it to zhuzh it, even for kind of a calm day. I never find anything that's long enough for me, or at least it's pretty rare. I really want to put some little thummy holes in here because the sleeves are actually long enough for my big monkey arms. So I like it. I'm going to wear it for the rest of this video here. All right, merchandise total. This was $551 worth of clothing. If you do the keep 5 discount, keep at least 5 of them. So if you kept the whole box, it would take off $110.20. Okay. Styling free credit is $21. So you already pay it, you pay it regardless, but they'll take it back off if you keep anything. So that would bring the total down to $440. And with my sales tax, which is currently 5.09. So the styling fee credit and sales tax where I live evens out. Cause I'm about 5%. So $440.09. I'm not certain that I think that this was $440 worth of clothing, but this is what I have. I'm kind of thinking about keeping this one. I have a $35 credit thing that I can spend. I had $35 of extra oops money that I could spend on whatever I wanted, plus the styling free credit, which I think would come pretty close. Yeah, I would owe $1 and I could keep this sweatshirt. I've already paid the $35. Alternatively, I get this Mushi sweater, which I really like, and I know would get completely destroyed almost immediately, like all chenille things do in my home. So would I get that much use for it? Not really, because I have a chenille sweater and a woven sweater and quite a few other similar sweater type scarves. So pants, I'm not gonna put them on my body. The ribbed material opens up weird over stretched out areas, lumps and bumps, and I am a stretchy, lumpy, bumpy kind of human. And the stripe, I'm not gonna put it on. It's itchy. I don't want that. I'm not gonna put the dress on because that's a lot. It's a lot and it's a lot. No one wants to see that. I don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. And that's it. So I'm gonna pop everything else into my return service bag. They give it right to you. I was thinking, like I did with Stitch Fix, I usually just kind of throw everything in there as I'm going, but I had some things to think about, and I'm glad I did, because I like this one. I like this one. It might show my belly a little bit, but I almost don't care. And yeah, I would never pay this price in a store for it, but like I'll pay $1 more for it. I'd keep it. So yeah, that's everything I have for y'all. I hope that this was at least moderately entertaining and that you enjoy being in my messy office for this. We haven't been in here in a hot minute. I love you all so very much. Bye.